So this new restaurant is opening up. Very posh, very upscale. The owner is auditioning piano players, and he gets the usual lot. You know, the blonde chick in the low-cut dress who thinks Time is a magazine. The guy in the tux you can smell, with the undone bow tie. The Berkeley graduate who thinks a Carla Bley medley is perfectly appropriate for a club date. So this owner is getting understandably frustrated, and can you blame him? Here's this great venue and he won't have the vibe he wants. The front door opens, and a guy walks in. Looks like the love child of Tom Waits and Eva Braun. One shoe untied, and, by the way, brown shoes with a black suit. He says, "I saw your sign. I play." Well, at this point, the owner's desperate, right? He says, "Sure. Why not? Go ahead. Play me, I don't know, a ballad." The guy sits down and starts a tune in a minor key. The guy has total control of the instrument. After about 30 seconds, the owner realizes that everyone in the club has stopped what they're doing to listen to this amazing music. He finishes, and there's that magic moment of silence, and then everybody exhales. The owner doesn't want to give anything away, so he says casually, "So, what's the tune?" The guy doesn't turn to face him, but says, "It's one of mine. It's called Bend Me Over and Ram Me Up the Ass with a Rifle Cleaner." The owner keeps a straight face and says, "How about something up-tempo?" The guy starts this wicked salsa groove that turns into a jazz waltz that turns into a Clayton Brothers kind of groove. The owner looks around, and all the staff are dancing. The waitress smacks the bartender on the ass as she walks by. There's just so much energy in the room. He finishes, and everybody, and I mean everybody, even the 20-year veteran wait staff, applauds. The owner says guardedly, "What was that?" The guy says, "It's my tune. It's called Take It All, bitch. It's still early." The owner, to his credit, doesn't move a muscle. He says, "You know any show tunes?" The guy plays something familiar, but the owner can't quite place it. When the guy's done, the owner says, "Okay, what was that?" The guy says, "Well, it's kind of a variation. I call it Yank My Doodle, it's a dandy." The owner knows a good thing when he sees it, and says, "Okay, you can start tonight. But just play. Don't announce any song titles. And try and spruce up a little." The guy nods and walks out. So the club opens that night, and the guy is really working the room. The owner sees couples holding hands and crying during the ballads, and strangers dancing with each other during the up tunes. Needless to say, he's selling drinks like crazy. The owner sees that the guy hasn't put out a tip jar, and since he's feeling generous, he goes over and says, "Nice work, man. Take a break. Go get a brandy snifter." The guy looks puzzled for a minute, then says, "Oh yeah. Well, I gotta take a leak anyway." So he goes to the John, and comes out and walks to the bar to get a snifter. This good-looking slightly drunk woman comes over to him and says, "Excuse me, sir, do you know your fly is open and your balls are hanging out?" He says, "Know it. I wrote it."